2001. A series of anthrax attacks across the U.S. reveals just how unprepared the nation is for a bioterror attack. President Bush creates the Select
it had
Agent
anthrax
program,
in it.
pouring $2 billion into improving biowarfare defense. Laboratories across the country are built and expanded to work with the most dangerous germs and toxins, among them anthrax, ebola, and avian flu. Since 2003, those labs have sent the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention 105 confidential reports of accidents, exposures, and missing shipments.
I think the American people will be shocked to know the degree and depth of the problems within these Level 3 and Level 4 labs.
The Associated Press has obtained 77 reports for incidents in which the investigations have been closed, and a complete index that includes incidents still under investigation. The reports have never been released by the CDC, which oversees most of the labs. Representative Bart Stupak chairs a congressional committee investigating oversight and security breaches at high-level labs.
We don't know the depth or the degree of seriousness of each one of these incidents.
Incidents at these facilities include a lab worker in Georgia who became ill after handling the Brucella bacteria without taking high-level precautions. A technician at a Maryland facility bitten by a ferret inoculated by avian flu. And 3 leaks of contaminated waste in an Ames, Iowa facility. The deadliest potential exposure was at the Biological Defense Facility in Fort Detrick, Maryland. An employee grazed a needle that had come in contact with an Ebola-infected mouse. The employee was placed in isolation and did not become ill. The CDC says the sensitive nature of the work at these labs justifies the limits it places on public disclosure.
There is a need for open, honest communication and a degree of trust, but it's essential that we have trust with verification.
The CDC says the incidents have never put the public at risk. However, critics say the secrecy surrounding the labs makes it hard to know what's really going on inside. Texas A&M's laboratory failed to report 1 lab worker's infection from Brucella and 3 others' exposure to Q fever.
That secrecy is being used to cover up problems, and those problems are and can be a public health threat.
Edward Hammond has been tracking lab incidents for years and exposed the failures at Texas A&M. He says that while the likelihood of a catastrophic accident is low, the consequences would be very high.
We may make our worst fears about a bioterrorist come true through our own program to study biological weapons agents.
CDC officials contend the Select Agent program is still relatively new and say they are continuing to evaluate their security and monitoring procedures. Sandy Kozel, The Associated Press.